Hello, and welcome to Sharp, the podcast where we help you get a little better at the stuff you have to do, so you can spend more time doing the stuff you want to do. So now, on with the episode. Hello, welcome to episode 79. Now, if you haven't heard it already, in the last episode, we chatted with Nick Drake-Knight about Continue and Begin Fast Coaching. We talked about how he devised it and why it works. Well, this episode is the second in a series of 3 where we look at Nick's work and how it can help you. Now, Nick doesn't just have great ideas about coaching. He's also the author of a fabulous book called Meerkat Selling. This book has become a workshop too, and it's all about how to be more successful by offering service to customers in a way that helps them to buy. I've personally used this model with teams in different retail organisations, and it's brilliant. And what's unique about this approach is that it makes the customer happier and it improves your performance. I've seen remarkable sales growth when it's used well. It has both directly improved results and made customers happier. Now, this quick chat is the audio from a video that we made back in autumn 2021. Nick and I talked about what Meerkat Selling is and where it came from. And if you like what you hear, come back at the end to find out where you can get more information and also what we're going to talk about in the next episode. So that's enough ado. Here's Nick talking with me about the origins of Meerkat Selling. Hi, I'm here today with Nick Drake-Knight, the creator of Meerkat Selling. Over the years, so many people and teams have benefited by understanding the emotional factors that drive customer behaviours, which in turn has had a huge impact on their success. But where did it all come from? Hi Nick. So we know that Meerkat Selling has a high profile in many organisations these days, but tell us about its origins.
Well, it's been an evolution, really. Early on, I noticed that regardless of where or what the customer was buying, the one consistent thing was an emotional element that was affecting their decision making. Their feelings were influencing their decisions, and that's at the heart of what Meerkat Selling is all about.
And you refer to the emotional driver.
That's right. It's a feeling a customer wants to have, to move towards, or a feeling a customer doesn't want to have, to move away from. It's about how the buying process will help them to access or avoid those feelings.
So how did you come up with the Meerkat Selling structure then?
I watched and listened to thousands of hours of video footage and audio recordings from mystery shop evaluations from all sorts of environments. High street and out of town retail, automotive dealerships, financial services, and from modest transactions to major personal investments. And over time, I noticed some patterns.
Patterns of success?
Well, yes, and some patterns that were less successful. You're right, though, a model began to emerge which has a high probability of sales success if a certain pattern of communication is followed.
So how did you go about shaping this structure?
Well, I knew the structure had to be easy to remember, not too many stages. You know, businesses spend a fortune on attracting customers across the threshold. Many of the big brands hadn't spotted their sales processes were just too complex. They looked great on paper, they sounded fine in theory, but the important people, the team members, they couldn't remember all the steps. One global retailer had an 11-step sales process. I mean, the teams didn't have a chance, Steve.
All right, so how many steps are in the Meerkats model then?
Just 5 steps, the most important of which is step 2, understanding. Everything works around that. Getting inside the head, the heart and the world of a prospective customer.
So why Meerkat Selling?
Well, that's funny. I'd worked out that the unsuccessful folk often had a lack of spatial awareness. There was too much focus on tasks like managing deliveries or restocking or facing off product, that kind of thing. The successful ones were scanning the horizon for customers and then creating engagement and conversion.
So how can brands access the Meerkat Selling way?
That's easy, Steve. They contact you at SON Development for direct delivery of training events, or they consider a train-the-trainer approach, or they look at online e-learning, or best of all, they think about a blended approach, some direct training of Meerkat Selling, a tech transfer program, and some of the fabulous e-learning that's now available through our partners at the Motivation Agency.
That was nice, wasn't it? If you'd like to find out more about bringing these improvements to your organisations, there are links in the show notes to Nick's website and also to the fabulous people at the Motivation Agency who've created wonderful e-learning if you'd prefer to take a digital approach. And if you want to mix it all up with some workshops to help your team's performance, then there's a link to SON Development so you can get in touch with me. The final episode in this series is all about what every customer wants is. Now, to be fair, usually my grammar is a bit wobbly, but what I'm really saying there is that the model that Nick has designed is called Every Customer Wants, and it is fab. This is about service, after sales, support. If you've got a team of people who help customers in any way, then this next episode is definitely for you. And that chat will be out next week. And of course, in the meantime, you've got a back catalogue of 70 odd other subjects in the podcast, from public speaking to time management, from goals and habits to routines. You can meet my nemesis, Steve in the field, and there's even one about having cold showers. So till next time, take care, and whatever you do, remember, don't compare yourself to anyone else. The only person to compare yourself to is the person that you were yesterday. Till next time, bye for now. We hope that you enjoyed what you've just listened to. Have a look at the show notes for the episode. They're at sharppodcast.com, one word, two Ps. And there you'll see the links, resources that we used, and there's reminders there to help you get better at what we talked about. So now this is where you can help us. You can share our episodes on social media. And another free way you can support is to give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or your podcatcher app. Thanks for your help. It's really appreciated. Bye-bye.